Hi, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the interleaving effect, and an article that I'm going to talk about today is called the Interleaving Effect, Mixing It Up Boosts Learning. It's from Dr. Stephen Pan, and he is the assistant professor in the Department of Psychology and the director of Learning Science Laboratory at the National University of Singapore. The article that he wrote that I'm going to be talking about was from April 4th, 2015, and he did a study with Joshua Samani, and you can check out that study here. And this study was done 7 years after he wrote the article that I'm about to talk about, and the study does support the article that he wrote. So what is the interleaving effect? In a conventional classroom, we have what's referred to as blocking, where we learn blocks of information. So we will learn all of type A information, then all of type B, and then all of type C. Now with interleaving, you're taking a little bit of block A and a little bit of block B and a little bit of block C, and then you start expanding on the three. So as a result, instead of learning all of one topic and not moving on to the next until that's finished, you're learning a little bit about the three topics, and then you go back and you build on those topics. Interleaving was first observed in the area of sports. So let's look at some of the important points that are brought out in this article. So the first point is that interleaving has been found to be very successful in sports, where in sports, if you just learn one facet of the sport at a time, you could suffer from physical fatigue, injuries, so it doesn't make sense in sports. So this is where it was first observed. The interleaving effect has also been proven effective for medical students in diagnosing electrocardiograms, as well as analyzing art, as well as for assessing legal scenarios. So there's a few different areas that interleaving has been shown effective for. Another interesting point that the article brings out is that interleaving is actually less effective in an area where the student does not have any kind of base knowledge at all. And the example in the article was given for learning a foreign language. If you have no base knowledge at all of that foreign language, then interleaving can actually be more difficult. The other point that the study came out in that they did a 3-month study for grade 7 math, and what they found was that with interleaving, further away the exams were, interleaving showed that there was a much higher retention of the information and much higher level of retrieval. I think one of the most interesting findings is how positive results from interleaving came about from the ability to distinguish between concepts and also retrieving memory through association. So again, with interleaving, when a question is asked, first you have the association to the concept, and then you have the retrieval of the information. And the other point is that learning through interleaving can be a little bit more work in the beginning. Long-term effects are greater. So how can I apply this in teaching? Well, I teach business math and I teach accounting. In business math, I can implement this to keep the lectures through the blocking process, but then keep the assignments as interleaving. With my accounting courses, you can build on the complexity of the journal entry and then build on how the complexity of the financial statements bring in that more complex journal entry. Great, so thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.